What up, people? What up, people? Man, Yak Chicago's finest, man. Let's get this started, all right? We'll talk about some of the, real life things that motherfuckers go through, some of the real life tactics a lot of brothers try to use. The shit don't be to their advantage, man. So let's get it started. Let's go. Like, subscribe, and share, people. Like, subscribe, and share, man. Yak Chicago's finest. Hey, what's going on? And I've just been sitting back watching a lot of the, situations that been going on YouTube, a lot of the antics that been going on YouTube, a lot of the over excessive promoting of who people say they are and who they want to really be. You know what I mean? Just saying a lot of it. And there's no shots at nobody directly, just talking about, man, period. The energy that men be wanting, sometimes the energy that people get that they really don't want, and situations you put yourself in that you have control of, but man, you take that control out of your hands when you get the lying, over exuding shit, over promoting yourself, and straight out right fucking lying, man. And it's like, man, how this topic came up. Me and my wife was sitting up talking yesterday. And we was talking about like situations of how you might be in a place, an establishment, a bar or something, but you and just say 4 or 5 of your homeboys might be there, whatever, and a situation might jump off. And I was telling her, like, man, I've always gotten along pretty much with everybody, where it was never really issues with me directly. Whenever I got in a situation with dudes, it was always behind somebody else that I knew, that I might have been with, so on and so on. And I told her, like, man, my voice alone has stopped shit from going over the top. Stopped motherfuckers from getting cut, shot, stomped out, you know what I mean? Punking heads, and so on and so on. She's like, what the hell you mean by that? This one situation, I believe we was at, I believe it was Club Rawhide. And a couple of my partners get into it, bump heads with, some other affiliates that was there. And man, shit's finna go down. And everybody it's a lot of talking going on. A lot of jaw jacking on both sides. My niggas talking too much, they talking too much. And I wind up like stepping up like, man, what's going on? What we gonna do? You know what I mean? It is what it is. what we study, you know what I mean, sword fighting for, basically. And one of the cats over there was like, he like, man, bro, you know whoop-de-whoop? And I'm like, yeah, that's my man. Why, what's up? Excuse me. And he like, man, I know you. Ain't you whoop-de-whoop, blah, blah, blah? I remember how you sound. I knew that sounded like you. And I'm like, yeah. And just from that, the whole situation got deaded. Because it went on that a well-respected individual that I knew that he happened to met me through prior to that. And he just happened to remember my voice when I was like, man, we gonna shake this shit up or we gonna keep sitting there, you know, American Idol singing around this motherfucker, basically. And she like, wow, that's crazy. It's damn near unbelievable. That's why I titled it. Something seems so unbelievable that there's no way they could be believable. And it's like, man, I can attest to that. I've done a lot of stuff, man, that people are, it sounds fabricated. It sounds, man, created. It sounds like an outright fucking lie. But when it's straight up the actual truth. And it's like, man, I don't get on here. I never try to get on here glorifying, man, a lot of the shit that I did out here. Like I tell everybody, man, the streets is a myth. The streets is dead. And if you caught up in it still trying to live this and glamorize this whole, you know, Superman in the hood ass image, you're on the path of destruction and or death or jail. And that's just outright factual. That's how I feel about it. And I tell everybody, man, the end game don't got to be death or the penitentiary. You can move along in these streets and still be yourself and not lose yourself as a man and still get respected, stomped, no crook in your spine, no smut on your jacket, and, man, be stand up without, man, having to have the trip ups, the falls and the pitfalls that usually you have to get stamped to say you're a real one. That you have to go through this type of shit to say you're a straight up G. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, and I see a lot of these dudes on here, and they get caught up in the jail bullshit. You know what I mean? If you did this amount of time and you was here and you did that jail, you did this, yeah, that stamps them as being real ones. And then it come out later on that they were straight up full of shit. That they were straight up fabricating things. That they were straight up, man, falsifying an imagery of their damn self. And it's like, man, it has nothing to do with how much jail time you've done, how many shootings you had in the joint. None of that shit. Cause I ain't no penitentiary ass nigga. Never have been. Ain't pretending like I am. And that don't make me no sucker. That don't make me soft. And that damn sure don't take away from my G-ness. And it don't take away from my maneuvering around city to city. And I'm saluted and respected because I did stand up nigga shit all the time. Not sometimes, but all the time. And people have a letdown when they superheroes when the strip get lifted. You know what I mean? Just cause you do all these different jail facilities, you did this amount of jail time, that amount of jail time, that don't make you solid. That don't make you solid at all. You know what I mean? Having a long criminal record, that don't make you no real one. And it's like people have a letdown on here when they see they so-called jail heroes get their skirts lifted on here. And that shit don't make you no solid dude because you done did a lot of jail time. That shit, man, your ass got caught a bunch of times, and or your ass got caught in a real stupid ass scenario where you did a lot. You got booked to do a nice little bid. That don't, you know what I mean? Going to jail don't make you no solid one. You know what I mean? Doing a bunch of jail time, that don't make you no real one. That don't make you no stomp down G. That means you was a motherfucker that got caught. That's what that means. And it's like, man, people be on here and they have letdowns when they, you know, when they jail heroes get their skirts lifted on here, man. You shouldn't put so much confidence, faith, and, man, upliftment in brothers just because of their criminal record, just because of the criminal history that they have. That shit don't mean nothing, man. It really means nothing, especially in the real world. And it definitely don't mean nothing when it comes to some real stomp down niggas that don't get no fuck. For real. 22, man, what's up with you? What's up with you? Appreciate you. It's like, man, I be saying it like people, they feelings be hurt when they homeboy get up on here and shit, they skirt get lifted. And I'm like, man, I see a bunch of the solid dudes on here get overlooked and motherfuckers look right past them because they don't have this big elaborate, you know, this big they don't make this big announcement and big elaborate criminal stories that they put out here into the universe. And that makes them look like they get overlooked, like they was just nobody, when those are the ones you really should be paying attention to, and those are the ones you definitely need to watch when you be playing this damn game. I had a couple dudes on here, a couple of the New York Bloods. And man, I follow everybody. I salute everybody. I see the scenarios and the situations that go on, but I never put my 2 cents in on them. I never comment on those situations because those are politics of a city that I ain't got nothing to do with. So I don't involve myself. But I had one of the blood dudes try to throw a shot at me because I didn't take how he felt about another blood dude that's both content creators. And he man, Jack, you get on up out my chat, cause I seen you over there supporting whoopty whoop whoop. You saw me over there supporting him at the same time you was there supporting him. Now that he lifted your skirt up, 15 minutes later, I'm supposed to throw shots at him now because you feel a certain type of way about him, right? That shit is asinine to me. Like what the fuck are you talking about? But that's the mentality. You know what I mean? Everybody always want to co-sign. Everybody always want a man. Somebody to attach themselves with him. Man, I don't need nobody to attach themselves with me on nothing I do, nothing I say, and damn sure not about how I feel about anybody or anything. But I'm sitting, I'd be like, man, exactly. Shit is hilarious. But that's the reason a lot of and man, no disrespect intended, but I got a lot of West Coast Crips and Bloods that, man, I got years of attachments to. That's my brothers. But that's why a lot of the East Coast dudes, when it comes to them organizations, the Bloods and the Crips, the home foundation of that, they don't solidify it and salute them like they probably should for situations like that. You got gaslighted, But situations like that, they don't respect it because, man, they ain't going off protocol. They wouldn't, if you really affiliated, you wouldn't even ask me to partake or feel how you feel about a situation, especially with one of your so-called comrades. That's some politics I have zero to do with. I'm a former Chicago GD, growth and development to the fullest. So why would I comment or feel some type of way because two blood on blood dudes having a disagreement? Why would I put my 2 cents in on that? Why would I come taking sides on that? That makes no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? But I live off protocol for real. Truth lady, what's up with you? What's up with you? So it's like, man, I come in, I listen to all the antics that's going on, but I don't comment on it directly. I don't comment on it specific shit they talking about. You know what I mean? Because it has those politics had zero to do with me. So that was kind of insulting that the dude expected me to even roll with him on how he felt. I'm like, damn, how you mad at me for being in the guy's chat? When 15 minutes ago, you was in the same chat with me. But since he lifted your skirt up, now it's taboo for me because I ain't taking your side on some shit. Man, come on, man. We gotta stop, man. Thinking like grown ass men, for real. But the problem is we put too much faith and too much expectations into jail dudes because we expect them to have a certain standard. Why would you ever expect somebody that just because you've done a lot of jail time, that don't add to your manhood? It don't take away from your manhood as well. To me, just by having that time under your belt, situation can take away from your manhood. Situation can add to it as well. But stop thinking just because the dude did 10 years, that means he's solid. No, that means that nigga got caught. That's all that means. Don't need backup on YouTube, man. For real, for real. You really should need it in life, but damn sure should need it on the YouTube. But I've had that happen to me a couple times. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, because I don't feel no type of way about this individual because you do now. When this same individual you was just praising, saluting, you know what I mean, putting on a high pedestal as one of your real ones before he lift your skirt up. Now I'm supposed to just automatically take your side on. So man, come on, like this shit is crazy, man. this shit is freaking crazy. Shit, Truth Lady, what's it? What happened, Truth Lady? Who was it? I'm keeping it big. Smitty Brim. Smitty Brim got upset with me because him and Mikey B started going. They started going, you know, toe to toe. Now you was just in Mikey B chat, you know what I mean, listening to his shit just as well as I was. So now that y'all two have a disagreement, you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to, all right, I'm rolling with Smitty. I'm gonna talk shit about Mikey now. No, I'm never gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna talk shit about him, and I'm never gonna talk shit about others. I'm never gonna do that. But I've had too many people on here expect me to draw a line on who I will and won't listen to. I listen to everybody because man, it's entertainment to me. I want to see everybody shoot to the top. But while I'm listening, that don't mean I'm gonna put my opinion in on it. That don't mean I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. None of the above, you know. But it's like, man, the shit is crazy. Trace, what up, bro? What's up with you? It's crazy, but man, I don't put no stock in it. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, man, I'm like, I don't put stock in shit like that because I'm not finna, I'm not about to violate this man because you feel as though you have an issue with him or vice versa. I'm never gonna do that. Like junior high school kid, like junior high school females. That's what it, man, females. And it's like, man, it's crazy. But it's like, man, it's a lot of stuff just be funny to me because what a lot of people put stock in, I have zero. That shit means that shit holds no weight to me. What makes them think this dude is solid or that individual is this, that, and the third? None of that shit even crosses my mind when I look at how I'm a, you know, dissect the person. How I'm a dissect that man's morals, how stand up he is, how real he really is, and if he really a suck ass nigga, to be honest, what y'all talking about, that shit, I don't even, that's at the bottom of my expectation list. I don't look at none of that when it comes to grading a person. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm always on the outside looking in for real, because I don't fall under that banner, man. I just don't, and probably never will, you know? I'm too old for the changes now, and I don't think I need to change on none of that shit. I stand on truth no matter who is for or against. Exactly. And that's the problem a lot of people in this little YouTube world have. You know, they expect you to forget. They expect a person to forget your flaws that you didn't present it in the atmosphere, but pay extra more attention to the next person's flaws. He's probably could be a little less smudge on his jacket than yours. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I don't comment on specifics when it comes to any of these individuals. Because it's like, man, some of this stuff is not content to me. Some of this shit is just, you know, play fighting for real, for real. So I don't comment on it because, man, as soon as you take a side, they're gonna be right back tight as a whistle any fucking way. Then you standing on the outside getting bullets from both of them. So it's like, man, I don't mix myself up in it, but I've seen it too many times. People expect me to on here, and I'm like, man, motherfuckers should know by now. That's an expectation I'm never gonna live up to. If I haven't established that by now, man, something is wrong because I know I've established that. I walk a straight line on that. Never waver to none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, man. But how all of y'all doing? I hope everybody had a good little holiday weekend and all, you know. Hope everybody ate real good, was plentiful. And man, saw some of your loved ones, man. That's all I'm on for real, man. Seeing everybody win, man. I ain't on none of that buffoonery, man. For real. I'm too old. I got a birthday coming up too. I look like a damn fool sitting on here double dutching with another man around here like I'm in junior high. When this damn knee bad as hell, I can't jump like that no more. You hear? For real. But I just sit back and watch everything. analyze everything and just take it in. It's entertainment to me, especially when, because a lot of it's not content. It's not content to me. They get the numbers like it is, they in the algorithm like it is, but that's because I think as consumers and as the chats, we dumb ourselves down on a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? My personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion. I think we dumb ourselves down on a lot of stuff to, get involved with it more as entertainment. But that's just my way of looking at it. You feel me? No shots at nobody, no shots taken. But certain shit is not content to me. Certain shit is not funny to me. Certain shit ain't entertaining to me. Some things you be violating and crossing the line where there's really no comeback from that. The way I think, anyway. So that's why I don't participate in certain shit. That's just the way I think, man. Because I was brought up on some different shit, man. For real, for real. But that's the world we live in 2023, going into 2024. And it's like, man, the what's creating now, what's been a creator now, it's minute. You know what I mean? From the people's perspective. But that's why none of us is getting none of these major accolades and deals to take us to the next level. Because it's like, man, when the sector's doing very good and its content being created and everybody sharing each other's shit and everybody partaking and participating in everybody's, you know what I mean, real creativity, somehow, some way, somebody will throw a roadblock on that and stop it, and we'll backtrack right back to the buffoonery, the nigga shit, and then, man, the sector get, watered down again. You know what I'm saying? It's like this, and the sector get watered down. It's almost like it's on purpose. You know what I mean? It almost seems like it's on purpose, because you'll have a phase where, man, a lot of content will be going, and it should be going good, and everybody, man, supporting each other, everybody going platform to platform, saluting and, man, sharing each other's good qualities and good creativity, and then somebody, man, a monkey wrench will come through up into the mix, and then it's like a domino effect. Everybody falls under that same umbrella, and, man, that same energy, and it's like, man, I just can't, I can't get a part of some of that shit. But I watch it, I salute everybody, I'll give them my like, I'll give them, you know what I mean? I'm gonna definitely give them the number to let them know so you can run your numbers up, but never expect me to have comments and how I feel you should violate this brother or sister. I'm never gonna do that. You know what I mean? I'm on the outside looking in when it comes to stuff like that. I'm never gonna do it. But for some reason, individuals keep expecting that from me, and I don't know why. Because I think I've shown enough of who I am by now to know that's not gonna happen. At least I'm attempting to show that much of me. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers really don't know me. like they have the wrong perception of who Yak is, and I'm never gonna do that. It's like, man, for real. If I'm gonna throw a shot at some man, it ain't gonna be no shot. It's gonna be an outright presentation. I'm gonna know what I'm talking about, who I'm talking to, and where I'm trying to go with it. It's not gonna be no sneaky shit. It never will be. It's just not who I am. I ain't good at being sneaky. I get caught every damn time. I don't lie good. None of that shit. I get caught every single time, man, for real. But that's about it, man. Just put some shit up in the air, man. I be thinking, I'm a thinker, man. I can't help it. I think about the shit I be doing. Eventually they'll realize your YouTube MO. At some point, I hope so, sis. I really do. You living your best life and showing how it's done. That's what I see. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. And that's what it is. It's like, man, I try not to, every now and then I cheat it because I'm human. You know what I mean? And I'm still working on myself. I have outbursts from time to time, but I try to limit those outbursts because I go too far with shit. Been like that my entire life. I go overboard. So it's like, man, I can't even sit there and play like I'm play fight. I don't know how to play fight. I do some shit. I go too far with it. So that's why I stay away from certain stuff. You know what I mean? For real. I try to stay away from it. And it's like, man, I'm trying to build the foundation for my family tree, man. And this right here this is my woosah therapy. You know what I mean? For real. But it's like, man, I still wish for everybody to, you know me, get to the finish line unscathed, man, and everybody win. That's all I want to see, man. I ain't got nobody on here I want to see take a L on nothing. I don't get my rocks off on seeing motherfuckers take headshots. Nah, that don't do nothing for me. Really don't. But that's about it, folks, man. I'm just tapping in, man. Venting a little something, you know. Definitely appreciate y'all, though. 22, man. Truth lady. Big Trey, man. What's been up with you, though, Trace? See you in a minute, bro. Cause you was on fire for a minute, Trey. you done chill down a little something too, bro. So I'm gonna hit you up on the back end, man. For real. But that's about it, man. I just, venting a little something, peoples. But I definitely be tapping in with y'all, man. I appreciate everybody giving me an ear. I never take it for granted. Never take it for granted, man. I really don't, man. But everybody have a safe one. Everybody have a blessed one. Stay away from the fuckery. And y'all know what I tell them, man. They ain't got to respect it, but they will not, and I repeat, will not disrespect it, man. And I mean that. Holla at you. Bless up.